That's what I said. I was like, what?
Yeah, he should have been playing for Brooklyn this year. He was going to play for Brooklyn, and his
Yeah, but
college
you
coach said
can't.
don't.
You should. He shouldn't have.
Well, he would have.
He made the right choice though, playing for the Gens.
Hey, whatever's best for him is fine with me. But I mean, if it was his choice, he would have played for them.
Really?
Look, in Brooklyn, I mean, at least you got that's a decent level team.
Yeah, but like when you're playing like like he's mid-major D1 and he has a chance to like actually get some time as a
Where's he in
sophomore.
college again?
Richmond.
All right, Spider.
So like when you're playing, like it makes sense to play like Legion if you're like lower, if you're D3 or lower D2. When you're like D1 like that, if you're not competing for a championship,
Rich Delgado.
it's Greg.
Oh, so that's Greg is 22nd, right? He's the one that had the walk-off, right?
Hello, everyone, and welcome inside Moody Park, the final game of the Caps vs. Gens Moody Park rivalry. So far, the Gens lead the series 5-2, and tonight we'll be seeing the final installment right here. Again, everyone, well, good evening and welcome inside Moody Park here in Ewing, New Jersey. It's a beautiful night, a little cloudy, a little misty. We'll get through it. The field is getting back to where it was. There's Harper's on the field earlier today. And we're getting ready for a beautiful night of baseball. This is first time in a while we're going to have a 9-inning game, just one game tonight. And let's get to these starting lineups here. So for the Capitals, the visiting team in tonight's contest, it'll be Kenny Tagliarini leading it off and playing third base. Jack Haynes out in center field batting second. Brendan Jordan in right field. He'll hit third, and batting cleanup Bryce Fremgen at first base. The DH tonight is Tyler Leroy. He'll bat fifth. Batting sixth, Jake Kimmick out in left, and Chris Reeder in center. Or at catcher will bat seventh. Gavin Troutman, the shortstop, will bat eighth, and Mark Papora, the second baseman, will bat ninth. And for the 19-9 Gens, the first place team in the Wolf division, it'll be Chase Conklin leading off, but playing center field tonight instead of his usual shortstop or second base. Ben Patron will bat second, and at shortstop, Ryan Murphy, Big Murph, out in right field, batting third. Greg Delgado, the DH tonight, will hit cleanup. Giuseppe Arcuri at second base will bat fifth. Danny Melnick will catch and bat sixth. Jacob Sloss at third base will bat seventh. Paul Cook out in left will bat eighth, and rounding out the order for the Gents tonight will be Dylan Maria. He'll be playing first base. The starting pitchers for tonight, Matt Rowe. This is his sixth start. He has an ERA of 4.50, 16 innings pitched this summer, 0-1 record with 25 strikeouts to 15 walks. He does lead these Capitals in strikeouts. And for the Generals, it'll be Jason Ramirez, his seventh appearance, his third start. 17 in the third innings pitched this summer, 14 strikeouts to 7 walks, a 1-1 record, and a 3.11 ERA. So Matt Rowe is scheduled to only go an inning tonight. He has been on a pitch limit all year, on about 20 pitches, according to Coach Brett Young. And Matt Rowe and the rest of the Gens, or the Capitals rather, we will be seeing 7 pitchers potentially tonight, depending on how things go. And there are a couple of new faces on the Capitals and the Generals that you really have not seen in a while. We got a new pitcher, Bobby Curry. He's going to be a sophomore at Mansfield University. He's from Jenkintown. And for the Gens, you got a player called Justice Augusto. He's a graduate of Neshaminy High School. Will be attending University of New Orleans in the fall, native of Langhorne, Pennsylvania. He's a pitcher. You also have a new catcher on the team, Colin Sheehan. Number 48 will be a senior at Seton Hall, left-handed batting catcher. As Tim Haverstick, usually all the catcher to Danny Melnick, is on the injured list right now. So, again, a lot coming up tonight. Well, first 9-inning game in a while as we get you ready for the final game before the All-Star break. So we'll go through the All-Stars this summer. For the Capitals, you have Matt Rowe as an All-Star, Tony St. John, Garrison LaGrosse at pitchers, and Chris Reeder at a catching position, as well as Kenny Tagliarini and Jake Kimmick. Also for the Gens, you got a lot of Gens on the roster, about 11 Gens and 6 Caps. It'll be Hunter Curley, the pitchers Hunter Curley, Bryce Mangine, Connor Takis was just named today as Bryce Mangine is injured. He may not pitch in that game. Danny Melnick is also an all-star. So is Giuseppe Arcuri, Chase Conklin, Mark McNelly, Ben Petrone, Greg Delgado, Ryan Murphy, Lorenzo Repack, and all those guys. They will be playing Thursday night starting at 6 p.m. right here on this YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe and like us here so we can get more views, more content to you guys. So it'll be broadcast right here on the Generals YouTube channel at 6 p.m. with a whole slew of broadcast teams, providing you with the up-to-date games and action in the All-Star break. The game will be played in Lakewood at First Energy Park, the home of the Jersey Blue Claws, the Philadelphia Phillies single A affiliate. And we're going to have a great time out there, place to play. And I can't wait to get up there in that booth at First Energy Park. So again, we'll be back with first pitch in just a little bit. We're getting you set up for the final game of the regular season between the Trenton Capitals and the Trenton Generals, the rivalry of Moody Park. We'll be right back. Hello, everyone. Once again, welcome inside Moody Park. It's a beautiful night here in Ewing, New Jersey, as we get you ready for this 9-inning Caps Gens game. On the mound to start for the Gens, it'll be Jason Ramirez. Again, it's his 7th game, his 3rd start. He's throwing 17 into 3rd innings, and his ERA is 3.11, doing very well this summer. 14 strikeouts to 7 walks and a 1-1 record. Running down the starting lineup for the Capitals, it'll be Kenny Tagliarini leading off playing third base, Jack Haynes second in center, Brennan Jordan batting third and right, Bryce Remgen at the cleanup spot playing first base, Tyler Leroy the DH batting fifth, Jake Kimmick out in left, he'll bat sixth, Chris Reeder at seventh, he'll catch, Gavin Troutman at shortstop will bat eighth, and Mark Papora will bat ninth and play second base tonight. And it is a beautiful midsummer's night, getting ready for a beautiful game. Played in a beautiful field. That's looking a little bit dirty just because of the wetness that came off the tarp. But we will have a great game of baseball tonight, as the home plate umpire will be Tony Gisanti. Actually, he's in the field, and Chris Lozia is behind the plate calling balls and strikes. So the Capitals recently broke out of a 30 2/3 inning scoreless streak, and they've been slumping a little bit. They are currently in 3rd place in a playoff spot in the Wolf division, but I don't know how long that's going to last, just because the pilots, who are technically in 4th place, have not played as many games as the Capitals do, and it's a point system rather than games back. But anyway, Kenny Tagliarini coming up to lead off the game. He's an all-star, hitting .306 this year with a homer, 11 RBIs, has 16 stolen bases. The next closest on the team is Jack Haynes, his former high school teammate, with 9. So Tagliarini will step in against Jason Ramirez. Princeton versus Dickinson. Let's see what happens here. Some oddities today. Chase Conklin out in center field tonight, leading off. And Jake Sloss over at third base, usually a first baseman. Ramirez, first pitch is going to be on the outside of ball. And we're underway here at Moody Park. Want to know the count on Kenny Tagliarini. Tagliarini has played a variety of positions as he takes ball 2 outside. This summer, he's played second base, third base, and shortstop. Really a jack of all trades around the infield. 2-0 from Ramirez. It's going to be a strike. Tagliarini finally sees a good pitch there in the zone. As number 34 stands in. 2-1 from Ramirez. Upstairs, Tagliarini lays off. Great eye. He knows how to get on base. Only struck out 7 times this whole year. He's walked 14 times as he swings and fouls it back. And the count is now full on Tagliarini. Haynes waiting on deck. Sloss way off the line at third. Wonder what he's doing out there. Paul Cook, a little shallow and left, not really respecting Tagliarini's powers. 3-2 pitches. Upstairs, a breaking ball that didn't exactly break. And now you got a runner on first. Kenny Tagliarini, leadoff walk. Exactly what you want to see from the Capitals team. You love to see these guys get on base. And here comes Jack Haynes. Haynes hitting .212. Was hitting a lot better earlier in the season. Has been slumping off late, but you already know he can come back in a big way. As Tagliarini takes his lead off first, Dylan Maria holding him on. Ramirez set. He comes home. Haynes takes upstairs 1-0. Ramirez having a little trouble with his command early on. Wouldn't be surprised to see Jack Haynes lay one down over at third base. Sloss off the line. The 1-0. Haynes fouls it back. Jack Haynes hit .250 this year at TCNJ. Teammates with his catcher, Chris Reeder. Got a chance to start as a freshman. I know I talked to him earlier in the season, and he told me that he just needs to get a chance. He got his chance. He made the most of it, and he had a pretty productive freshman season. Throw over to first. Tagliarini's back with a dive. Haynes was an all-conference player in high school. Went to Carpenter Cup. Hit .410 for the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs. Another throw over to first. Tagliarini back easily again. Still 1-1 the count on Haynes. Sandy in from the left side. Tagliarini and Haynes are so used to hitting 1-2. They did it their whole life. They did it in high school. They're doing it here in College Baseball Summer League. 1-1 pitch is upstairs. 2-1. And Ramirez looking a little bit more and more frustrated as there is a haze at Moody Park just because of the humidity today. Clouds are low. Murphy deep and right, respecting Haynes' power. The 2-1. Swung on, a little blooper, but that goes foul. Haynes got it off the end of the bat, and the count now even at 2. Nobody out here in the top of the first, just getting underway here at Moody Park. Again, the final game of these Gens and Caps regular season series. Gens look like they're poised to win the division, make the playoffs. Caps have some work to do. It's been a little brother, big brother this summer. Tagliarini, a big lead. 2-2 to Haynes. Swing and a miss. First strikeout of the day for Jason Ramirez, and there's one away here in the top of the first inning. So that'll bring up Brendan Jordan, the right fielder today. Made a great throw a few games ago. Shows off his arm talent to an absolute C to the plate. And a walk-off win. Tagliarini, big lead. First pitch to Jordan is taken. A strike on the outside corner. 0-1 the count. Bryce Fremgen on deck. Jordan hitting .267 on the year, and that is good for 5th on the team. Ramirez, the 0-1. Tagliarini takes off. The pitch is swung on and fouled away to the right side. Tagliarini will retreat back to first base, and Jordan will be down in the count 0-2. Jordan, a 6'4 junior, will play at Lock Haven in the fall, a Bucks County Community College transfer, and a Neshaminy High School graduate. Has a lot of power. Another 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Jason Ramirez, and there are 2 away here in the top of the first inning. Jason Ramirez took the high fastball. Jordan couldn't lay off. Now there's 2 down in the top of the first. Here comes Bryce Fremgen, who in his last game hit a walk-off 2-run single to give the Capitals the win. There goes Tagliarini. The pitch is taken upstairs. McNelly can't get a throw off, and Tagliarini's in there as the throw goes into center field. Tagliarini's breaking for third. Conklin picks it up, but he'll have no play as Tagliarini steals his 17th base of the year. 17 stolen bases for Kenny Tagliarini. So he's on third base. That'll be an E2 on Melnick on the advancement to third. And the count is 0-1 on Bryce Fremgen. The pitch. Taken upstairs. Jason Ramirez either hitting his spots or throwing way outside. There is no in between with him. Future Princeton freshman. Actually, sophomore, rather. The 1-1 pitch. Fremgen fouls it off to the left side. Fremgen has a vicious swing. Only hitting .237 on the year. And he's down in the count 1-2. Arcuri playing Fremgen to pull as Ramirez is set at the belt. The 1-2 pitch. Fremgen fouls it off again. Sends it to basically the same spot. Fremgen heading into his senior year at Widener. A graduate of Nottingham High School right here in Mercer County. And he won a state champion as a junior for the North Stars. Also played football. Big man. Another 1-2 pitch. Swung on, a little chopper up the middle. Patron ranging, gloves it, throws across in time to get Fremgen. That'll do it for the top of the first. No runs on no hits. There was an error and there was 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the first. Capitals nothing. Gens coming up. And we're back here in the bottom of the first inning. Matt Rowe will start it off. He's only going to go 1 inning tonight for the Capitals. Capitals is really scheduled to pitch 7 guys tonight. We'll see how that goes. So Matt Rowe again, his 6th game, his 6th start. 4.50 ERA, he's thrown 16 innings this year, 0-1 record, 25 strikeouts to 15 walks, leads the Capitals in strikeouts. Had a good summer so far. Just trying to tune up before he heads off to Rutgers. Was a draft prospect, but he made it very clear that he was going to play for the Scarlet Knights. He will be pitching in the All-Star game on Thursday. It's a great place, great chance to watch some great ACBL baseball. Game will be broadcast live from First Energy Park in Lakewood, New Jersey. $5 admission if you intend on going. But you can watch it right here, streaming at 6 o'clock as Chase Conklin, the center fielder tonight, will stand in against Matt Rowe.
Leading off for the Generals, center fielder, number 4, Chase Conklin.
So Chase Conklin standing in. He's an all-star. Probably see him at short. As Rowe into the windup. First pitch to Conklin is taken right at the letters for a strike, 0-1. Conklin hitting lefty here. The 0-1. Swung on, fouled away, and Conklin quickly down in the count, 0-2. Conklin waiting on Matt Rowe. The pitch. Upstairs fastball. Got a little bit away from Rowe there. Conklin able to lay off. Conklin hitting .283 on the year. 15 hits and 53 at bats. 9 RBIs to his credit. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Matt Rowe sends Conklin down on strikes. Good pitch there. Hit his spot. And there's one away here in the bottom of the first. And that'll bring up Ben Patron, Benny Biceps, as his teammates so lovingly call him. Patron hit a home run at Citizens Bank Park this year after he graduated from the Hunt School, played 4 years there as a member of the Carpenter Cup. And the first pitch to Patron is popped up down the left field line. And that'll go out of play. Count will be 0-1 on Patron. Patron playing shortstop tonight, giving Conklin a chance to explore some other positions. Maybe he'll find a place at Richmond in the outfield. 0-1 is way outside. Or as the great Bob Uecker would say, just a bit outside. So 1-1 the count on Ben Patron. Patron, an all-star. We'll see him in action at First Energy Park. A great time. I am very much looking forward to this. The 1-1 from Rowe. Patron takes. It's going to be low. Breaking ball. Ball 2. 2-1 on Patron. Hitting .280 this summer. 14 hits and 50 at-bats. Does have a home run. 10 RBIs to his credit. Only 1 stolen base, though. 1-2 pitch is sent out to shallow left. Calling is going to be Troutman. He'll make the catch. And that'll bring up Ryan Murphy. There's 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the first. And Matt Rowe really cruising here in his inning of work. So Ryan Murphy coming up. The big 6'7" Murph. One of the big leaders on this team. As Matt Rowe trying to get out of this inning. Give his team a chance to win and a fight for a playoff push. First pitch to Murphy is swung on, grounded to third base. Tagliarini charges. It's off his glove. He barehands it, throws across, and Murphy's going to beat it out. That is most likely going to be an E5. And that's not something you see every day from Tagliarini. He's usually one of the most short-handed infielders around. Well, he booted that one, and that'll be an error on Tagliarini. And Murphy will be on first base with 2 outs. And there comes Greg Delgado, who had a walk-off hit against the Ocean Ospreys in Game 1 of the doubleheader on Sunday. Unfortunately, that game could not be streamed. The press box at Hopewell Valley Central High School is only so large. Only can fit so many people. As Greg Delgado stands in, the pitch. Oh, it's up and runs him and hits him in the head, and Delgado is down. And Matt Rowe throws in the low 90s, and that's got to sting. Delgado's on the ground. He's face down on the ground, and that was not intentional by any means. Matt Rowe did not mean to do that. His fastball has really gotten away from him a little bit tonight. And Delgado's still there. His helmet's off. He's moving, which is good. But this does not look good for the All-Star. He's being helped up by his teammates and his coach Heffley. He looks all right. And let's see if he heads down to first base. Can't imagine he would. Oh, he's smiling. He's all right. Greg Delgado's a tough cookie. It takes a lot more to take Gatto down. So he's up. He's all right. And then I'll put runners on first and second with 2 men down. And that's a scary sight, though. That is a scary sight because Matt Rowe throws in the lower 90s. And 92 at your face, you know, that is something that it'll scare the toughest men alive. It looks like Delgado's all right. Him and Rowe exchanging pleasantries. And we're back to business. Giuseppe Arcuri now up. He's the 5-hole hitter playing second base tonight. And he's up with an RBI chance here in the bottom of the first. Delgado not being held on by Fremgen. And Rowe kicks and deals. The first pitch to Arcuri is going to be right there at the knees for a strike. 0-1. Juice, another All-Star. In fact, the top 6 men in the order are All-Stars. Fremgen not holding on Delgado at first. He's got a big lead. The 0-1. Taken outside. Reader tried to frame that. Much too far out of the zone. As Reader will go talk to Matt Rowe. So while they're talking on the mound, Trenton Generals Baseball is brought to you by Team Toyota of Princeton, 2871 US 1 in Lawrenceville, and Team Toyota of Langhorne, 746 East Lincoln Highway in Langhorne. Toyota, let's go places. 0-0 game here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Giuseppe Arcuri with a 1-1 count against Matt Rowe with 2 outs. The pitch taken. Going to be a strike at the knees, and Arcuri's down in the count 1-2. A scary sight early on today as Greg Delgado just got hit in the head with a pitch, but he's okay. He stayed in the game. Was down on the field for just a little bit. Got up smiling. 1-2 on Arcuri. Rowe checks on Murphy. He's dancing around at second base. And the umpire calls time. That'll be Chris Lozia. Ryan Murphy trying to keep pace with Gavin Troutman. Both trying to deceive the other whether or not they're going back to the base or focusing on Ryan Murphy. I never understood that. I never understood why pitchers are so infatuated with focusing on the runner. When you're 1 strike away, I get that you have to be worried about the runners with less than 2 outs, but you got 2 outs and 2 strikes. You worry about getting the batter. That's my 2 cents. But that's why they're out here and I'm in here. The 2-2. Little nubber at the plate. Fouled off. Arcuri able to stay alive. Nice pitch by Matt Rowe. Hit his spot, but Arcuri able to do an excuse me swing. Just fouled it off. Arcuri steps back in the box. Good at bat by him as Matt Rowe reaching the end of his rope in his 1 inning of work. Rowe set again. Checking on Murphy. Makes a long look at him. Another 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball upstairs. And that'll run the count full on Arcuri. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Greg Delgado at first base. Ryan Murphy at second. An RBI chance here for Giuseppe Arcuri. Matt Rowe takes a long look in. Has his sign from Reader. Long look in again. The payoff pitch. Taken upstairs. Arcuri walks to load the bases for Danny Melnick. So a little bit of drama. 2 quick outs. And then an error, a hit by pitch, and now a walk. And that'll put Murphy at third, Delgado at second, Arcuri at first for Danny Melnick. And it's tough when you got 6 All-Stars consecutively in the same lineup, but that's not even all the hitters. Lorenzo Repak's not in the order right now. I'll be coming in later in the game. So Melnick coming in with 2 outs, bases loaded. Rowe's first pitch to him is a breaking ball right there for a strike. A nice pitch there by Matt Rowe, pitching him backwards there. Way to start off the at-bat. Infield playing more or less straight away. Outfield shaded more toward the right side. Fremgen way back at first. The 0-1. Melnick swings, rips one into the gap in left center field. 2 runs are going to score. Melnick on his way to second. The throw in from Kimmick as Arcuri's waving around. The throw is cut off, and it's going to be a 3-run double for Danny Melnick. He's put the Gens on the board here. 3-0 early lead here in the bottom of the first inning, and that's what happens. Errors lead to runs. Melnick ripped one into the gap and cleared the bags. Murphy, Delgado, Arcuri all come in to score, and Melnick standing safely at second base. So a big 3-0 lead early for the Gens here. Danny Melnick knowing exactly what to do. You got his pitch, saw the first one, and didn't waste any more time. So that'll bring up Jake Sloss as Melnick takes his lead off second. Sloss looks at him. The pitch. Sloss takes high and inside. 1-0 count. All those runs unearned on the part of Matt Rowe. Two quick outs. He got Conklin to strike out, got Ben Patron to pop up, and just couldn't get Ryan Murphy put away. The 1-0. Sloss takes. It's going to be a strike right down the pipe. Count even at 1. 7th man to bat already here in the bottom of the first, and that's been the problem with the Caps a lot. They've gotten these outs, just can't quite put teams away. Rowe taking a long look at Melnick. The 1-1. Change up, taken upstairs, 2-1. Rowe looking in. He's taking a while to throw between pitches. A 2-1 to Sloss. Swing and a miss, a high fastball. Sloss couldn't hold up. Count now even at 2 here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Matt Rowe, long look in, has his sign from Reeder. Looking at Melnick, varying his looks. The 2-2 pitch. Called. Strike 3. Sloss takes it right there at the knees, and that'll end the inning. But the damage is done. 3 runs were scored in the inning. There was 1 hit. There was 1 error, and 1 man was left. We head to the second. Gens 3, Capitals nothing. I'll figure it out later. I think so. And we're back here in the top of the second inning. Gens take the early 3-0 lead. And Tyler Leroy will lead it off, the DH for the Capitals. He'll be the 5th hole hitter. As Jason Ramirez back out for his second inning of work. The first pitch to Leroy is drilled to shortstop. Speared by Ben Patron. Throws across and it's high over Maria's head. Leroy will stay put, and that'll be an E6 on Ben Patron. And you know what? That's something we've seen a lot from him this year. He has so much talent. He's so raw. But one thing he forgets to do a lot is he just forgets to set his feet. He grabbed it, had a bunch of time. Leroy is not a fast runner. He's a catcher after all. It's not like it was Jake Kimmick running down the line, but Tyler Leroy is aboard, and that's the second error already for this Gens team. As Kimmick swings at the first pitch, grounds to shortstop, could be two. Patron bobbles it again to Arcuri, and Kimmick is going to beat out the throw, so that'll be a fielder's choice for Jake Kimmick. I don't know if he was going to be able to turn two anyway. Kimmick has lightning speed. So Leroy will be retired. Kimmick will stay on at first. And here comes Chris Reeder, the all-star. So fielder's choice 6-4 on the putout.
Number 17, catcher Chris Reeder.
And here comes Chris Reeder with one out and one on as the Caps try to come back here, down 3 runs early. As Ramirez steps back on the hill. Patron and Arcuri double play depth. Maria holding on Kimmick at first. He's going to get a big lead. I guarantee he tries to steal. As Sloss is way off the line at third again. Ramirez throws over to first. Kimmick back easily. Now, Reeder is a right-handed hitter. Sloss is, I want to say, a fifth of the way down to second base. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't think he's thinking that Ramirez, no one's going to pull it off Ramirez, but he's playing in the outfield, infield, as Reeder takes a strike at the knees, count in his own 1. Reeder this year hitting .268, good enough for 4th on the Caps. Kimmick with a big lead as Gavin Troutman waits on deck. The 0-1. Reeder swings and grounds it right down the line, just on cue. Kimmick takes a turnaround second, but he'll stay there, and that'll be a base hit. First hit of the game today for the Capitals, and that'll put runners on first and second, and that'll bring up Gavin Troutman. I was just talking about how far off the line Jacob Sloss was. And there it is, right there. Chris Reeder grounds it right past him. And Sloss is a former shortstop, played shortstop during his early high school days, switched over to first base after he got a little bit bigger. Here's Gavin Troutman with an RBI chance here early. The pitch. Troutman swings at the first pitch, the high fastball, and he's down in the count 0-1. Ramirez checking on Kimmick. The 0-1. Taken outside for a ball, 1-1. You're good. Ramirez set at the belt. The 1-1 pitch. Troutman swings and sends one out to right field. Maria ranging over, and he can't get it. It's just out of play. It's out of the reach of his outstretched glove. And that'll make the count 1-2 on Troutman with Papora waiting on deck. Gavin Troutman will be a Lock Haven bald eagle, teammates with Brendan Jordan, native of Boyertown, Pennsylvania. Patron cheating in behind Kimmick. Arcuri in there a little bit too. The 1-2 pitch to Troutman is ripped to right field. Going back is Murphy. He's going to make the catch. Tagging is Kimmick. Murphy, a strong throw, and it's just a little bit up the line. Had the strength, it just wasn't on target, and Kimmick able to head on down to third. Good base running by the speedster. So that'll be an F9 on Troutman. He drove it well. Murphy actually got turned around a little bit, but he was able to recover, made the catch, and that'll bring up Mark Papora. So there's 2 away, runners on first and third. The Caps would love to come away with at least 1 here in the top of the second. Reeder at first, Kimmick at third. The first pitch to Papora is a strike at the letters. Papora hitting .295 on the year, third on the Caps in average, hitting 13 for 44. Does have 5 RBIs. Only 1 stolen base to his credit. The pitch. Papora swings and fouls away to the right side, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Wonder what Reeder's going to call here. He's going to call a curveball or go right at Rapora being the 9-hitter, as you don't want Tenny Tagliarini up with the bases loaded. That's just trouble waiting to happen. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled off. Rapora able to stay alive. Rapora heading into his junior year at Ramapo College. Hasn't really seen much action for the Roadrunners during his college career thus far, but he will find his way eventually. Again, Reeder at first. Kimmick is third. 0-2 the count on Rapora. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Ramirez kicks and deals. The pitch is swung on, popped up, fouled out of play, as Rapora has done a good job of staying alive tonight. Game starting at an earlier time than usual. 6 o'clock start time. Not really anticipating any rain as of now, but that's always subject to change here at Moody. Still 0-2 on Rapora. Ramirez checking on Reeder. The pitch. Swung on, ripped up the middle, out over the outstretched glove of Arcuri into center field. Kimmick comes in to score, and it's a 3-1 game. Mark Rapora ripped one right over Arcuri. If he was about 2 inches taller, that's probably a web gem. But Arcuri not exactly gifted in the height department, and it's a 3-1 game. Reeder moves up to second, and Rapora's on first. And we're back to the top of the order with Kenny Tagliarini with the runner in scoring position. Maria not holding Rapora on the pitch. Tags takes upstairs 1-0. He walked and stole a base, got all the way around to third, but did not score in his first AB. Winded down the summer, only about 2 weeks remaining in this season. Tagliarini, the 1-0. Called strike. Had to see one from Ramirez. Ramirez has been all over the place. He's been consistent with his pitches. He's been inconsistent with his pitches. Hasn't really seen a groove just yet. No warm-up action for either team so far, as Ramirez breaks one off there for a strike, and Tagliarini's down in the count 1-2. Good idea, pitching him backwards, putting someone some faith in that off speed. The pitch. Tagliarini swings at a high fastball. He's angry at himself about that one. The Caps get a run on 2 hits. There was an error, and there were 2 left. We head to the bottom of the second. Gens lead 3-1. We're out here in the bottom of the second inning. Gens lead the Caps 3-1. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Gens. Cook, Maria, and Conklin. And it'll be a new pitcher here for the Caps, Nick Fossil, his 8th appearance. He's thrown 17 in the 3rd innings, giving up 7 earned runs, struck out 16 over walking 6. Doesn't have a record, but he's the 3.63 ERA. He's had a successful year. He's coming into pitch. He'll be a junior at Arcadia in the fall. And he is a graduate of Ben Salem High School. He was an all-SOL honorable mention. And he'll stand in to face Paul Cook, left-handed Ginger. And he's trying to come up and start a new rally as the Gens were able to score 3 runs with 2 outs, all thanks to the RBI, the 3-run double by Danny Melnick. So again, it'll be Paul Cook coming into today hitting .233. Does have a home run and 5 RBIs. Arms outstretched. First pitch from Fossil was taken outside, ball 1. Cook playing left field tonight. Just trying to find his zone. 1-0 from Fossil was sent out to left field. Going out for it is Kimmick. He tracks it down. And there's one away here in the second. F7 on the putout, and that'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, Dylan Maria. I spent a doubleheader in the dugout on Sunday. Me and Dylan Maria got talking. He's a big Star Wars fan, big Marvel fan. He's a great baseball player mixed in with a little comic book nerd too. So Maria waiting on the lefty Fossil. Takes right there for a strike, 0-1 the count. Maria playing first base tonight. Coming in hitting .300 on the air. 9 hits and 30 at bats. He takes outside, ball 1. 3-1 game. Here in the bottom of the second inning, Caps able to get one back after the Gens scored 3 in their half of the first. Fossil into his windup. The 1-1 pitch. Maria fouls one back, just tipped it. And he's down in the count 1-2. Maria still has yet to find a new home just yet. Spent last season at LaSalle. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball popped up. Reader gives it a look coming back towards us, but it's out of play. So LaSalle's baseball team ended up folding because of money and COVID. They did get a lot of donations to their baseball program, but because of Title IX, they couldn't really revive it. They would have had to revive the softball program too, and that just wasn't in the cards for the LaSalle Explorers baseball team and softball team. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded up the middle. Gloved there by Fossil. He takes it over to the bag, flips it underhand to Fremgen, and there are 2 away here in the bottom of the second inning. So more up action down the right field line. Looks to be Alec Rodriguez down there. And I think the Caps are going to stick to their guns right here. They're going to go 1 pitcher every inning, trying to conserve their bullpen. Here comes Chase Conklin. The first pitch to him was a breaking ball right there for a strike. Conklin was laying off that one. And he's down in the count 0-1. Conklin struck out swinging his first time up on a nice pitch by Matt Rowe. As Fossil pumps one in there. That's another strike, and it's 0-2 on him. The pitch. Conklin fouls it off. Fossil working fast here to Chase Conklin. Chase Conklin can do it all. Even if he's not hitting his best, you can always count on him with a solid glove in the field. The 1-2 from Fossil. Breaking ball low. Conklin lays off. Count now 2-2. Or 1-2. Or 2, yeah, it is 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on here in the bottom of the second. The pitch. Conklin sends one out to center field. Racing over is Haynes, and he can't get there. Conklin heading for second, and he's rounding there. He's thinking 3. The relay throw from Troutman is late, and the ball gets past the third baseman, but Fossil there with a good backup. So Conklin is forced to stay at third. That's something that you don't see from Jack Haynes very often. He tracks down everything. His glove is like a vacuum, and you know Chase Conklin really drove that ball well to the opposite field. So a 2-out triple puts a runner on third for Ben Patron, and the Gens are in prime position to get that run back. They lost in the top of the second inning. So Ben Patron comes up now. He popped up to short his first time up. Conklin ripped that one out to center field. Haynes laid out, just couldn't quite nab it. Fossil kicks. The first pitch to Patron is swung on and sent deep to right field. Going out is Jordan. He'll make the catch, and that'll end the inning. That just missed, being a 2-run moonshot by Ben Patron. He just got a little bit under that one, and the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 man was left. We head to the third. Gens up 3-1. We're out here in the top of the third inning. Jack Haynes here to lead it off for the Capitals. They're down 3-1 to the Gens. That's the first pitch from Jason Ramirez. Jack Haynes sends one deep to right field. Going back, Murphy, he turns, he looks, it's gone! Jack Haynes goes yard, leading off the top of the third inning, and it's 3-2 Gens. First pitch he sees in his second at bat goes yaya, and Jack Haynes gets right back on the board, brings the Caps within a run. Great piece of hitting by Jack Haynes. Just sends it over the wall, uses his muscles. You know, Jack Haynes, it's got to be destiny because he doesn't miss many balls out there in center field. He dove for one. He just got out of the reach, and he's like, damn, really got to get that back. Absolute bomb by Jack Haynes. So that's a 3-2 game now. And here comes Brendan Jordan, who struck out his first time up. The pitch. Breaking ball. Called strike. And Jordan's down on the count 0-1. So that's a really fun experience for me. I've got to call 2 former teammates home runs this year. As Jordan takes a curveball, and he's quickly down on the count 0-2. That was a no-doubter off the bat of Jack Haynes. Jordan swings and sends one deep into the gap in left center field. Conklin can't get it. Jordan's around first, heading for second. Conklin picks it up, throws it into the infield, and that's back-to-back extra base hits for the Capitals, and they've got something cooking here. So the tying run on second base in the form of Brendan Jordan, and here's Bryce Fremgen with nobody out.
Number 24, first baseman Bryce Fremgen.
Phillies have just recalled Mickey Moniak. What a waste of a first overall pick a couple of years ago. Here comes Fremgen. Jordan takes his lead off second. Still nobody out here in the third. The pitch. Taken for a strike on the inside corner. 0-1 the count. Fremgen waiting. Ramirez. A long look back at second. The pitch is swung on, grounded up the first base line, but foul. And Fremgen down in the count 0-2. Grounded to shortstop his first time around. Tyler Leroy waiting on deck. Patron holding him on. Ramirez looking at Jordan, the pitch. Fremgen swings, sends one out to left field, but right at Paul Cook. He'll make the catch. And that is the first out here in the third. I have 7 on the putout, and that'll bring up Tyler Leroy.
The DH, Tyler Leroy.
Tyler Leroy reached on an error his first time around. Nothing came of it, though, as he was erased on a fielder's choice right away. The pitch. Leroy takes low. Conklin, nice block by him. Leroy standing in there. Ramirez a long look in for the sign. The pitch. Leroy swings and misses. Ramirez blows it by him. Count is 1-1 on the DH. Leroy just will head to New Orleans in the fall. Plea of privateer will be a catcher for my good friend Pat Apgar. Big 6'7" pitcher for them. As Leroy grounds one down the third baseline, foul. And the count is now 1-2 on him. Leroy, a late addition to this Capitals team, has filled in nicely, hitting .267. Has a triple to his credit, and has 9 RBIs, but has only struck out 5 times. Ramirez has his sign from Melnick. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on a little nubber. He fouled it off in the box. He'll stay alive. Trenton General's Baseball is brought to you by Edward Lesky Contractors. Work smart, work safe, work tomorrow. 3-2 game here in the top of the third inning. Caps got a run back on the leadoff home run by Jack Haynes. And they're threatening here. 1 on, 1 out. 1-2 count on Tyler Leroy. Ramirez giving varying looks to Jordan at second. The pitch is a breaking ball. Nice pitch there by Jason Ramirez. Nice breaking ball pitch that Melnick was able to secure. Throw on to first and complete the strikeout. And there's 2 away here in the third. Then I'll bring up Jake Kimmick, who reached on a fielder's choice but did score a run his first time up. I'm thinking tonight could be a really nice 9-inning game between these two teams. So Arcuri and Patron both playing way up the middle. Sloss still way off the line, as there is some warm-up action in left field for the Gens. Kimmick swings at the first pitch, sends one out to left field. Paul Cook got turned around a little bit, but he finds the ball, and he makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, and there was 1 man left. We head to the bottom of the third. Gens lead 3-2. Back out here in the bottom of the third inning. Gens lead 3-2. Nick Fossil back out on the mound for his second inning of work, and he'll face the heart of the Generals' order in the form of Ryan Murphy, Greg Delgado, and Giuseppe Arcuri. Wonder if Greg Delgado is out in the on-deck circle. He's going to come up to bat after a scary hit by pitch. We thought it hit him in the back, in the helmet, but it actually hit him in the back. And we think he may feel that a little bit tomorrow. So Ryan Murphy came up. He reached on an error and scored his first time up. And he'll lead it off for the Generals here in the bottom of the third inning. Ryan Murphy, a participant in the Division III College World Series for the Rowan Profs. As he's saying something to the Caps dugout. Little friendly rivalry here at Moody Park. Something we've loved seeing this whole summer. Fossil ready. Into the windup. And his first pitch to Murphy is swung on and grounded foul right past his coach. Had to get out of the way of him a little bit. Count is 0-1. The 0-1 to Murphy. He takes. Ball low. 1-1 the count. Murphy, an All-American this year at Rowan. Takes outside. 2-1 the count. Native of Reading, Pennsylvania. Fossil's 2-1 is upstairs. Murphy checked his swing. Home plate umpire appeals to Tony Gisante down the line, but he says he held up. And the count is now 3-1 on Ryan Murphy. You don't want to get him into a hitter's count because he will make you pay as he swings and pops one up to shallow right. Fremgen, Papura converging on it. Papura drops it. Papura, Fremgen, and Jordan all converging out there in shallow right field. Papura dropped the ball, and Ryan Murphy reaches for the second time on an error today. So in E4, already a sloppy game. 2 errors apiece for both teams. And that'll bring up Greg Delgado, who was down on the field just a little over an hour ago. As he got hit, almost hit in the back, almost ended his whole career. Greg Delgado just committed to Nova Southeastern, a Division II school in Florida. And I believe he's going to love it down there. Delgado swings and misses at the first pitch. He's down in the count 0-1. He scored on Danny Melnick's RBI or 3-run double in the first inning. Delgado takes the 0-1 down and away. A good spot there by Fossil, but Delgado able to lay off. Murphy does not have a big lead over there at first, but I don't really think he needs one because of those long strides to steal that bag. 1-1 pitch is inside, and Delgado turns away, almost hit him in the head again. And he's got to be a little bit skittish. I wouldn't blame him if he was. I know I wouldn't want to get in there and face 94 against Matt Rowe. Fossil's 2-1 pitch is swung on, sent out to deep left field, and Kimmich just watches this one. Gatto sends one deep out to left, and that's a 2-run home run for Greg Delgado. The Gens increased their lead 5-2, and you know what? That's a great story. Greg Delgado goes deep after being brushed back. That's some perseverance if I ever saw it right there. His teammates are out to greet him. And again, 5-2 game. Gens get those runs back. And they're back in front with a 3-run lead. And that's what happens. That's 4 unearned runs today for the Generals. Kimmich just Kimmich just gave his catcher the courtesy trot. That ball was absolutely pieced out to left field. As Arcuri comes in, takes one low. And you know what? It might be hitting season as Giuseppe Arcuri takes ball 1. It might be hitting season, as the great Phillies manager Charlie Manuel said. Arcuri takes inside. Fossil starting to look a little bit wild here in the early going. Only here in the 3rd inning, we've seen a lot of fireworks. But Arcuri, there's some bullpen action down the right field line. It's still Alec Rodriguez. As Arcuri's going to try to go deep as he's just trying to out-muscle Delgado. 2-0 pitch. A big swing and a miss by Arcuri. Right on cue, as he could have set that one shooting down the right field line for probably a triple into the corner. Fossil kicks the 2-1. Low for a ball. 2-1 the count. Or 3-1 the count, excuse me. And I'll tell you something right now. Arcuri will have the green light on this pitch. The 3-1. Low ball 4. Arcuri walks. Still nobody out here in the 3rd. And that'll bring up Danny Melnick, who's been the hero tonight with his big 3-run double in the first. That has given the Gens all the runs they've needed so far. But I'm telling you right now, they're going to love another one. And I think Arcuri's going. Arcuri's got the speed to go. I think he's taking off first pitch. Big lead over there at first. Huge lead. He's going to go first moving on a lefty here. Does not go. First pitch to Melnick is popped up, fouled out of play. Ball's flying tonight. Already 2 home runs today, and Ben Patron could have had a 3rd if he just got under it. I think Melnick wants one of his own. Throw over to first. Arcuri back easily. Remington couldn't exactly handle that one. At the Gens dugout getting a little bit rowdy out here tonight. Still a long way to go in this game. I'm thinking it's going to be a good one. Infield double play depth. Still nobody out. And that's going to be a balk on Nicky Fossil. As Arcuri got in his head. That's the first balk we've seen at Moody Park all summer. And Nick Fossil doesn't know what he did. But he was trying to deceive the runner rather. And that puts a runner on second base. Still nobody out in the inning. Arcuri way off at second, hugging the line. 1-0 to pitch to Melnick is fouled right back. Melnick got a piece of that one. Actually, there's the 0-2. 0-2 on Melnick. Again, a 3-run double in his first AB. Jacob Sloss waiting patiently on deck. He struck out looking his first time up. A lot of action going around Moody Park. Some basketball, some playground action. But right here, Moody Park, the baseball field, where you need to be. Fossil checks on Arcuri. The 0-2 to Melnick. Taken upstairs, ball one. Melnick able to lay off the high cheese. Live for another pitch. Again, 5-2 Gens. Here in the third, already 2 runs home in the inning. Fossils 1-2. Breaking ball outside, 2-2. Good job by Reeder to come out of his crouch. Make sure that ball didn't get past him. See what the junior catcher from Quinnipiac can do for his team right here. Fossil's 2-2 delivery is swung on, grounded to first base, under the glove of Fremgen, down the right field line. Arcuri slips around third base. He's heading for home. As Jordan's throw goes to second, Melnick's going to be out there. But Arcuri scores, and it's now a 6-2 game. That was a good idea there by Jordan. He was not going to get Arcuri at home. Even though with the slip, Arcuri is fast as a bullet. So we went the easy way to second. So that'll be an RBI single for Melnick. But he's erased at second. So there's one out here. And here's Jake Sloss with one out, nobody on. So Fossil kicks and comes home. First pitch to Sloss is going to be at the knees for a strike. 0-1 the count. Gens bats really coming alive here in the first section of this game as Sloss takes breaking ball outside, ball one. Paul Cook waiting on deck. Fossils 1-1 is a breaking ball right there. It's going to be a strike 2. And he seems not to be trusting his fastball right now. His fastball's going to hit a lot, especially in this inning. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, popped up, out of play. Count stays 1-2. Fossil. Another 1-2 pitch. Sloss takes at the knees again for strike 3. Second strikeout of the game for Jacob Sloss. And there's 2 away here in the third. And I'll bring up Paul Cook, who flew out to left his first time around. A nice pitch there by Fossil. Way to bounce back after a couple tough hits given up. Paul Cook swings the first pitch, grounds it up the middle. Glove by Troutman, throws across in time to get Paul Cook. Wow, beautiful play by Troutman, ranging up the middle. And the inning is over. But the Gens get 3 runs on 1 hit, or 2 hits rather. There was an error, and there was nobody left. We go to the 4th. Gens lead 6-2. Welcome back to Moody Park. We're here in the top of the 4th inning. New pitcher here for the Gens. Jason Ramirez's day is done. It's going to be Justice Augusto making his very first appearance in a Generals uniform. He's going to be a freshman at the University of New Orleans. Be a teammate of Tyler Leroy. And Chris Reeder will lead it off against Justice Augusto. Reeder singled his first time up. Got Jake Kimmick home on a run. So Reeder stepping back in the box. See what the all-star catcher can do. Help his team get a few runs back. So Augusto into the windup. His first pitch to Reeder is taken upstairs just above the letters. 1-0 count. So it'll be the bottom third of the order. Reeder, Troutman, and Purpura trying to get things going for the Capitals. Reeder swings in little nubber up the first base line. Maria takes it, steps on first himself, and there's one away here in the 4th. 3-U on the putout. Here comes Gavin Troutman, who flew out to right his first time around. That was a good play by Maria. He waited as long as he could to see if it might roll foul. But he picked it up. Got the first out of the inning. First pitch to Gavin Troutman is popped up down the right field line. Murphy giving chase. Arcuri going out, but it goes out of play. First baseman, second baseman, right field, they're all converging on it. Mark Purpura on deck. The pitch. Called strike on Troutman. He's quickly down in the count, 0-2. Troutman takes outside, ball 1. Troutman made a fantastic play to end the previous inning. Ranging up the middle, even ranging over on the second base side of the infield to make the play. 1-2 pitch is fouled, and Melnick can't exactly hold on. That'll be a foul ball, and Troutman will stay alive. So again, Justice Augusto making his very first appearance. As our PA announcer said, he sounds like a pitcher out of Shakespeare. And that's a very poetic thing to say, as there is some warm-up action down the left field line for the Gens. It's going to be a left-hander. Can't really tell who it is just yet. As Troutman swings and misses, and that's going to be the first strikeout for Justice Augusto. It's going to be number 3. It'll be Devin Sweeney warming up in the pen. So Justice Augusto getting 2 quick outs. Mark Purpura takes the first pitch down low, 1-0. Purpura singled, RBI single in his first time around. Got Jake Kimmick to come home. Augusto into the windup. The 1-0 Purpura is a check swing. Did not go, no appeal. So Purpura looking for anything in his wheelhouse right now. 2-0. Gotta be smart here with 2 outs. Gotta, as he takes strike 1, taking all the way. Purpura not giving as much free swinging ability as you would give to Kenny Tagliarini or Bryce Fremgen. But he's produced this summer as he takes a breaking ball inside, ball 3. So 3 balls and a strike here with 2 outs. Top of the 4th inning. 6-2 Gens, the pitch. Purpura takes strike 2. He thought he had a walk there. And you know what? I've seen that a lot this summer. A lot of these kids think they're getting ball 4. They're about halfway down the first base line. They're getting called back. Augusto. The 3-2 pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. Purpura gets his free pass. And that'll turn the lineup over to Kenny Tagliarini. Second walk of the day for Gens pitching. Here comes Kenny Tagliarini, who walked his first time around and struck out his second at bat. Purpura is going to take his lead off first. And Jack Kane's on deck. Augusto checking on Purpura. First pitch to Tagliarini is swung on, driven to center field. A few steps back is Conklin. He's underneath it. He'll make the catch. And that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one man was left here in the top of the fourth. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Gens lead 6-2. New pitcher here for the Capitals here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Gens lead 6-2. It's going to be Alec Rodriguez, the St. Joseph's Jr., coming in, making his 10th appearance. Thrown 13 in the third innings. He's struck out 23, walked 16, has 24 earned runs. He's 0-2 record with one save, and he has a 16.20 ERA, but he's looked better of late. He's coming in to get an inning of work, and he'll face Dylan Maria, who takes ball one. Or that's going to be a strike at the knees. 0-1 the count on Maria. Grounded to the pitcher his first time around. The pitch. Maria pops one up, and he's quickly down in the count, 0-2. I'd like to see that from Maria. Attacking the pitches. Oh, 2 to Maria is low, ball 1. As Garrison LaGrosse will head down to warm up. Rodriguez pitching for out of the stretch, even though nobody's on base. And he gets a breaking ball. It's going to be taken by Maria. 2-2 the count. Rodriguez, a very intense pitcher. As Maria calls time, and he's talking to Coach Brett Young. Not really sure what they're speaking about, but it does not look like they're exchanging pleasantries. Coach Brett Young is getting a little heated here with home plate umpire Chris Lozia, and he better be careful he doesn't get tossed out of this game. What are they yelling? Maria takes ball 3 in the dirt. Apparently that the Gens dugout was chirping against the Caps dugout. And Coach Brett Young doing the honorable thing in defending his team. Rodriguez set the pitch. Swung on, grounded, shortstop. Glove by Troutman. He throws across, and it's dug out by Bryce Fremgen. That's the first out here in the bottom of the fourth. So 6-3 on the put out, and here comes Chase Conklin, who tripled his last time around. But that, I think, led to another thing, as he tripled just out of the reach of Jack Haynes, and Jack Haynes comes up, hits an absolute rocket over the right field wall. Rodriguez's first pitch to Conklin. It's a ground ball to first base. Fremgen has it. Throws over to Rodriguez. Does a nice job of covering. And there is 2 away quickly in the fourth. 3-1 on the putout. And here comes Ben Patron, who just missed a home run his last time out. He's 0 for 2 today. He's popped up to shortstop and flown out to right. Fielder straight away. Again, Tagliarini way off the line. I guess there's a reason because that divot is so big. Is a big swing and a miss by Ben Patron. 0-1 the count. Heading to Lafayette in the fall. Going to be a member of the illustrious Patriot League. In the same conference as Army and Navy, as well as Lehigh. The 0-1. Patron another swing and miss, and he's quickly down on the count 0-2. This might, I don't want to jinx this for Rodriguez, but this has been his cleanest inning all season. Rodriguez has his sign from Reader. The 0-2 to Patron. Swung on, popped up. It's hooking out of play to the left side. And Patron able to stay alive. Not exactly having his best at bat. Took 2 big swings and misses. Maybe trying to join the home run barrage here tonight. Rodriguez nods to Reader, the pitch. Patron pops one out to left field. This will stay in the park. Going over is Troutman. He gives way to Kimmick, and Kimmick makes the catch. 1, 2, 3, go the Gens here in the bottom of the 4th. We head to the 5th. Gens lead 6-2. Leading off the top of the 5th inning, it'll be Jack Haynes for the Capitals, who's scored twice tonight. Actually, no, he scored once tonight. He has a homer. And he's facing Justice Augusto in his 2nd inning of work. The first pitch to Haynes, taken. A strike at the knees on the inside corner, 0-1. Jack Haynes, we've been waiting to see that all summer. I know exactly what he can do. I played with him for 4 years. I know exactly what his capabilities are. As Augusto, and it's basically the same spot, and Haynes is down on the count 0-2. But I think Jack Haynes is coming around. He's turning a corner, and he's getting back to doing Jack Haynes things. The 0-2. He swings and fouls it off, stays alive. Again, Sloss way off the line at 3rd. Another 0-2 pitch to Haynes. Breaking ball, swung on, grounded up the middle. Patron has it, does not set his feet again, and this one almost goes over Maria's head, but he makes the play. And that's the first out of the inning. And Ben Patron has had trouble with that. He just grabs it and sends it right over to 3rd, right over to first base, without setting his feet, and that's something you're going to have to change at the Division I level. So anyway, 1 down. Haynes retired on the 6-3 putout. And Maria making a nice stretch over there at first base. Brendan Jordan, a little swings and check swing, little nubber. Sloss has it, and he can't glove it. That's going to be an error on Jacob Sloss. And he'll be aboard. Brendan Jordan will be aboard with the error. The third error of the night already for the Gens, and we're only in the 5th inning. So here comes Bryce Fremgen, who was 0 for 2 tonight. He's grounded to short. He's also flied to left. Loss has not played third base, and I want to say a little bit over a year. More of a designated hitter, first baseman type. Augusto kicks, and the pitch to Fremgen is low for a ball, 1-0. Paul Cook playing Fremgen to pull out in left field. Shallow on the line. Short lead for Jordan as Maria holds him on. The 1-0 pitch. Big swing by Fremgen. He can't make contact, and it's 1-1. I want to see Fremgen absolutely unload on a baseball at least once, because he could hit a ball so very far. Just hasn't been able to do it quite just yet. There goes Jordan. The pitch is low for a ball. Melnick scoops it up, throws it down, and it's off Patron's glove. It's going to be a stolen base for Brendan Jordan, and he's on second base. So running in scoring position with one down for Bryce Fremgen. Pitch was low, a good pitch to run on. Melnick almost had a nice throw there. Couldn't quite get his bearings, couldn't quite get a grip on the baseball. And it went off Patron's glove. Augusto checks back. The 2-1. Fremgen takes down and away. 3-1 the count. Fremgen gets back in the box. The 3-1 from Augustus is outside. Ball 4. And that'll be a 1-out walk for Bryce Fremgen. And here comes Tyler Leroy.
Number 7, the DH, Tyler Leroy.
Tyler Leroy hitting with 2 on and 1 out. He reached on an error his first time up and struck out swinging his second time around. Augusto's first pitch is swung on, popped up. Sent out to shallow right field. Murphy coming on. And it's going to drop on the line. That's a fair ball. Everybody's going to be safe. That's going to be a base hit for Tyler Leroy. And don't look now. Oh, home plate umpire is going to say it was a foul ball. No, it was a fair ball. They're still conferring it. They have conferred that it is a foul ball. So everyone's going to have to go back. It looked to have landed on the line. Leroy is not happy. So it looked, I thought it landed inside the chalk. But I'm not down in the field, so they have a better angle on it than I do. So that'll just be a foul ball. 0-1 the count on Tyler Leroy. Chalk isn't exactly as white as it used to be. The 0-1. Ball low. Leroy able to lay off. So it's New Orleans on New Orleans here. Let's see who can prevail. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, swung on, grounded, foul down the third base line. And 1-2 the count now on Leroy. Again, 0 for 2 tonight. Trying to come back. Chip some runs away at this lead. The 1-2 pitch. The breaking ball. Augusto gets Leroy swinging. The privateer battle is won by the pitcher. And there is 2 away here in the 5th. So here comes Jake Kimmick, who reached on a fielder's choice and scored back in the 2nd. He's also flat out to left. He's going to represent the Wolf division in the All-Star game. The pitch. Kimmick, little bouncing ball up the middle. Arcuri gloves, throws on the run. In time to get Kimmick. What a play by Giuseppe Arcuri. And that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error. 2 men were left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Gens lead 6-2. Welcome back to Moody Park. We're having a great time here, loving life. So we're talking to you about some sponsors. King's Pizzarama, 200 Ewingville Road, right in Ewing. They will deliver right to Moody Park if you're ever out here for a game, and no sales tax either. And the winner and tonight's MVP will get a gift certificate to King's Pizzarama. It's right down the street from Moody Park. So anyway, we're here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Garrison LaGrosse out to pitch for the Capitals. LaGrosse representing these Caps in the All-Star game. He comes in. It's his 8th appearance. He's done 15 innings. He struck out 15, walked 6. He's a 2-2 record. Does have a save with a 2.40 ERA. He leads all qualified Capitals players in ERA. We're going to go with a minimum of 10 innings pitched. So anyway, LaGrosse is a dual player, but Mike Olson is really trying to get him to commit to pitching. He's an outstanding pitcher for the Mercer County Community College Vikings. So an interesting piece of trivia that we learned over the break. Mike Olson, the owner of these two teams, informed me that Justice Augusto and Tyler Leroy will be rooming together this fall. So that's some fun piece of teammate rivalry, as one struck out the other, and they'll be probably battery mates for 4 years. So that's some interesting and hilarious things to talk about. So anyway, for the Gens, it's going to be Murphy Delgado Arcuri, as some tensions have risen between the two teams. Obviously, these two teams are familiar with each other. They play each other so much. Some of them are even friendly. But Ryan Murphy here to lead it off. He scored twice. He got a single in the 3rd, and he reached on an error in the 1st. And he scored on Delgado's homer and Melnick's 3-run double. So LaGrosse will pitch from the stretch, as there is more chirping out of the dugouts. Base umpire Tony Gisanti giving verbal warnings to both teams. And I don't know if we're going to make it through these 9 innings without an ejection. Only halfway through this game. Actually, exactly halfway through this game. Long way to go. LaGrosse's first pitch to Murphy is a breaking ball inside, and Murphy does a little jiggy step out of the way. Little step and a hop, and tensions are rising. Is it wishful thinking you think we're going to get a bases clearing brawl, or a matches clearing brawl? As LaGrosse gets Murphy to whiff on the 1-0 pitch. Garrison LaGrosse is quite a character. Loves hitting, loves pitching. The 1-1. Murphy swings and lines it to second base, but Papora is right there. And Murphy was about 3 feet out of the batter's box when Papora caught it, and he was not happy. He swung the bat a second time. That's pretty dangerous to do when Chris Reeder, who's about a foot shorter than Murphy, was right in the swing path. So L4 in the putout, and here comes Greg Delgado, who hit an absolute rocket. His second time up. He scored twice today. He had a scary instance back in the 1st, as LaGrosse's first pitch to him is swung on and missed 0-1. So Delgado may have hit his first home run to the moon. He was trying to hit that one to Mars. LaGrosse, the 0-1. Taken upstairs. 1-1 the count on Delgado. All-Stars representing well tonight. LaGrosse into the windup. The 1-1 pitch. Delgado swings and fouls it off and in the box. Hands it to Reeder. And he's down in the count 1-2. Still some bullpen action down the right field line. Can't really tell who that is just yet. We'll let you know as soon as I figure it out. LaGrosse into the windup. The 2-1 pitch. Or a breaking ball called. Strike 3. Delgado knew it. And that's the second out of the inning. And here comes Giuseppe Arcuri. So it's interesting. Both the 3, 4, 5 hitters for the Gens, Murphy, Delgado, and Arcuri, have all reached base twice and scored twice. They represent all 6 runs put up by this Gens team today, as Arcuri takes the first pitch inside for ball 1. Get you some MLB scores in a little bit. The 1-0 to Arcuri. Swung on, grounded up the middle. Troutman has it, throws across in time to get Arcuri, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Gens in the fifth. Head to the sixth. They lead 6-2. We're in the top of the sixth. There's some defensive changes. We'll get to those when we get to them. There's a lot of them out there. Looks like the entire infield has been changed up. So Colin Sheehan will take the place for Dylan Maria at first base. Jadir Hernandez will take the place of Danny Melnick at catcher. Looks like Jake Sloss is still at third. At shortstop, Ben Patron's day is done. It'll be Xavier Delgado. And Devin Sweeney will be the new pitcher. Sweeney here for his fourth appearance. As Chris Reeder will lead it off. Paul Cook is still in left. Sweeney's first pitch to Reeder is right there for a strike. The count is 0-1. Murphy's still in right. Appears that Conklin is still in center. Oh, that might be Repack out there actually in center. That's going to be Repack out there in center field. Sweeney, the 0-1. In the dirt. Blocked by Hernandez. Yeah, I'm going to say that's a Renzo Repack out there. Devin Sweeney doing his best Craig Kimbrell impression. The 1-1 pitch. Reeder swings, pops it up out of play. 1-2. Lights are on at Moody Park. My favorite time. Haven't seen them here in a while. A nice crowd on hand here. A nice, could be small village. Moody Park is buzzing again as Sweeney gets a little breaking ball in there. Reeder fouls it off. So 1-2 on Reeder. Sweeney set at the belt. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Reeder down on strikes. First strikeout for Devin Sweeney. And that'll bring up Gavin Troutman.
Jadir Hernandez is behind the dish in the sixth hole. Xavier Delgado is now playing shortstop, and at first base is number 48, Colin Sheehan.
I think it's in back. Troutman grounds it up the middle. Delgado has it. Sets his feet. Throws across in time to get Troutman. And that's the second out here in the sixth. Devin Sweeney's first pitch to Purpura is low for a ball, 1-0. As Lorenzo Repack is, in fact, in center field in place of Chase Conklin. And there's going to be somebody else, or he's in center field, rather. And Paul Cook will be out of the game. He's not in left field any longer. The pitch. As Purpura takes inside. 1-1 the count on Purpura. Actually, Chase. It'll be Kenny Lombardo out in left. So he'll hit in Paul Cook's spot. That's all the changes we have right now. Sweeney. The 1-1 pitch. Called strike. Nice pitch by Devin on the outside corner. And Purpura's down in the count 1-2. Purpura today is 1 for 1 with a single. He's also walked. Devin Sweeney, he's only his 4th inning of the summer, but he's been here almost every game, and you love to see that support from your teammates. The 1-2 pitch. Sweeney outside. 2-2. Six-2 game here in the top of the 6th. The 3-4-5 hitters in the Gens order have scored twice, and the Caps have gotten their runs on a Jack Haynes solo shot and a Mark Purpura RBI single as Sweeney's breaking ball is upstairs, and that brings the count full 3-2. So Purpura trying to stay alive here, full count. As Sweeney trying to finish off the frame, perfect. The pitch. Inside, ball 4. Purpura walk for the 2nd time today. And we'll go back to the top of the order. That'll be Kenny Tagliarini. Tagliarini today is 0 for 2 with a strikeout, a walk, and a stolen base. He's also flown out to center. Kenny Tagliarini always dangerous, waiting for him every game to break out. Because he can send one deep into the night. We can also poke one down the left field line for a double. Lefty-lefty matchup here. As Sheehan holds on Purpura at first. The pitch. Sweeney's pitch is fouled away to the left side. Tagliarini fouls it off. 0-1 the count. And it is dropped by Lombardo. Yeah, laid out for it. The ball was slicing away from him. He went over a little bit too far, and he dropped the baseball, and that's going to be a base hit for Kenny Tagliarini. So he'll be aboard. Runners on 1st and 2nd now here in the top of the 6th. And that's going to bring up Jack Haynes, who can get this game within 1 run with a swing of the bat. And for the Capitals, Jason Kinnerman warming up for the right field bullpen. Devin Sweeney in some trouble. The first pitch to Haynes, he takes a strike down and away, 0-1. Devin Sweeney will be transferring to Rowan, South Jersey, transferred from Delaware. Just doing his best to get back into the swing of things after Tommy John surgery. Sweeney's 0-1. Haynes fouls it back, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Sweeney going right at Haynes here. Not showing any signs of stopping. Just trying to get right out of this inning. Devin Sweeney digs back in against Jack Haynes. Has his sign from Hernandez. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball just down and in. Good job by Jack Haynes to lay off. Good waste pitch by Sweeney. And he'll come back. We're pitching backwards here. Tagliarini at first. Purpura at second. 1-2 the count. 2 outs. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Devin Sweeney pitches a scoreless 6th inning, getting 2 strikeouts here. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men were left. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Gens lead 6-2. Trenton General's Baseball is brought to you by the Rose Group with Applebee's with locations in Hamilton, Lawrence, and Newtown, Pennsylvania. It's also brought to you by TNL Performance, sports performance and personal training designed for you on Whitehead Road in Hamilton. New pitcher out on the mound is going to be Jason Kinnerman. New battery, actually. It'll be Justin Killick. He will hit for Chris Reeder. Reeder's day is done. His next appearance will be in the All-Star Game Thursday at 6 p.m. at First Energy Park in Lakewood. So Killick will come into catch. He will hit in the 7th spot for Reeder. Reeder's day is done. He went 1 for 3 today. I wonder if there's any more fielding alignment changes. Doesn't appear to be so. Can't really, no, there is not. And here comes Jadir Hernandez, still looking for his first hit of the season, joined the team late. So again, it'll be Jadir Hernandez. He's hitting for Danny Melnick. Danny Melnick, quite a day for Melnick. He went 2 for 2, had 4 RBIs. And right now I think he might be the player of the game, as Kinnerman's first pitch to Hernandez is swung on. It's sent out to right center field. Jordan's calling for it, and he'll make the catch. And there's one away here in the 6th. One pitch, one out. F9 on the putout. And here comes Jake Sloss, who's 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts looking. Trying to change his look around a little bit. Sloss, a UMass product, graduate of the Hun School, teammates with both Danny Melnick and Ben Patron during his high school days. Kinnerman's first pitch to Sloss is a fastball. Sloss swings and misses at it, and he's down in the count 0-1. Kenny Lombardo waiting on Zach for his first at bat of the game. Kinnerman's 0-1. Inside, Sloss leans away from it. 1-1. Kinnerman into the windup. A 1-1 to Sloss. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. Kinnerman working quickly here. Once again into the windup. The pitch to Sloss. In the dirt, blocked by Killick. Good job by him to keep it in front. As there appears to be some warp action down the right field line. It's going to be number 20, Andrew Lusak. The 2-2 outside, taken by Sloss, and the count now runs full. Kinnerman, his 4th appearance, he's thrown 8 innings. He struck out 7, walked 4. He's a 1-0 record. Does have a save to his credit. And he's pitched to a 3.37 ERA, so not bad for only a few outings this season. The 3-2 pitch. Taken in the dirt, and Sloss finally gets on base. He takes his walk. Has not, the first time he hasn't struck out today. And here comes Kenny Lombardo. He'll bat with 1 out in the 6th inning. I got to tell you, there is not a looser team of baseball players. There's not a looser baseball team in this world than the Trenton Generals right now. As Kinnerman pitches to Lombardo, takes the first pitch low, ball 1. They're joking before the game. The Caps are all serious, but there's a reason why the Gens are 19-9 and the Caps are 12-15. The 1-0. Lombardo takes as the pitch is spiked in the dirt. 2-0 the count. That's what makes a baseball team great. You know how to be funny when it's time to be funny, but then you can get serious when it's game time. And these Gens, they take the game seriously, but they love to have fun playing it, and that's the point right here. Having fun, just trying to get better for your college season. Lombardo swings at the 2-0. Comes up empty. 2-1 the count. Moody Park is buzzing tonight. Lots of cars in the parking lot playing basketball, playing baseball. Even some people in the playground. The 2-1 pitch, as Sloss seemed to take off. It's outside. 3-1 on Lombardo. That's not something I thought I would see this summer. Jake Sloss taking off for a stolen base. But he stopped and started, maybe trying to get Kinnerman to balk, maybe trying to guess his timing. 3-1. Outside, blocked by Killick. Now it's 3-2. 3-2 on Lombardo. Lombardo coming into today hitting .297, 11 hits and 37 at bats. Does have a home run and 11 RBIs. He's also a pitcher as well for Marist. Number 2nd ranked outfielder in the class of 2020. Graduate of Hunterdon Central. 3-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Lombardo stays alive. Sloss takes his lead. Fremgen holding him on. Still count is full on Lombardo. The pitch. Inside. And Lombardo will take his base. Back-to-back walks here for the Capitals. That'll put runners on first and second with only one down here for Colin Sheehan. And he is not your normal 9-hole hitter. He showed well in his first couple appearances for the Gens this weekend. So he's coming in here. Little ABs, though. He's hitting .500. He's 3 for 6 with 2 doubles and an RBI. And he's trying to help the Gens down the stretch. Sheehan, the pitch. In the dirt, blocked by Killick. Actually gets away from him, and both runners are going to move up. Sloss to third, Lombardo to second. And the Gens are in business. They take advantage of what they need to do, and they don't sweat the small stuff. Now, if they just could clean up the errors, they got the makings of a championship team, and I fully expect to see them there. Hopefully, I'm going to knock on wood right here. You guys heard that. Knock on wood, so make sure none of you fans can yell at me if they don't make it. But I'd take the Gens right now, as Kinnerman's pitch to Sheehan is fouled away, 1-1. Again, 1 out. Lost at third, Lombardo at second. Top of the order looming. Renzo repack, waiting for his first at bat on deck. Kinnerman, the pitch. Sheehan takes it. The pitch gets away from Killick, and Sloss is going to score, and it's a 7-2 ball game. But right off of Killick's glove, that's going to be a pass ball. Lombardo heads up to third base. And this game is getting a little bit away from the Capitals here. And 7-2 now in the 6th. Infield is up. Can't really afford to give up any more runs. Sheehan ahead in the count, 2-1. Kinnerman into the windup. The pitch. He takes. That's going to be a strike on the outside corner. Nice pitch there by Kinnerman. 2-2 the count. Kinnerman. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded to first base. Off the glove of Fremgen. One run's going to score. Sheehan's going to be retired as Kinnerman was covering. Lombardo comes home on the RBI ground out by Colin Sheehan. And there's 2 away here in the 6th. And now the score is 8-2 Gens. So here comes back to the top of the order. It'll be Lorenzo Repack coming in for his first at bat of the game. He's an all-star. He homered his last game here at Moody Park as he takes outside ball 1. I'm really going to miss calling the Caps and Gens games. Last meeting of the regular season, as Kinnerman's 1-0 pitch is going to be outside ball 2. I feel like I've talked to almost every kid, every player on these teams, and they all have such interesting stories. The 2-0 from Kinnerman is outside ball 3. See if Repack can put some respect on his all-star status. I'm going to say he's going to be taking all the way on the 3-0. And the Gens players, they're so loose, they're outside the dugout. And you don't see the Cap players do. I mean, granted, they are in the field, but the Gens are just hanging out, chilling. As Kinnerman, the 3-0. Taken upstairs, a 4-pitch walk for Repack, and that's the 3rd walk of the inning for the Gens. And here comes Xavier Delgado as Justin Killick goes out to talk with his pitcher, a little bit rattled. This game has become less about winning and more about getting what's right, getting back into the rhythm. I think Connor Takis is going to come in and pitch the top of the 7th inning. 8-2 game, but 5 hits between both teams. But the Gens have taken advantage of timely hitting. They've hit with runners in scoring position, and that's what you got to do. Kinnerman's first pitch as Repack takes off. The throw by Killick is not in time. Repack gets around the tag, and he's safe. A stolen base for Repack. And he's on second base. Only Repack's 7th stolen base of the year. He actually leads this Gens team. He took the lead from Matt Smith and Chase Conklin. It's funny that 7 leads the Gens as Xavier Delgado swings and misses. He's one and one the count. 7 stolen bases to the lead for the Gens, where the Capitals' Kenny Tagliarini has 17 stolen bases. That's absurd. That's why he's in the All-Star game as well. Kinnerman, a long look at second base. As Delgado asks for time, Kinnerman made his move to the plate, but time was already called. So, count still 1-1 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 8-2 Gens. Infield up the middle. Tagliarini a little bit closer to the line now. 1-1 pitch. Delgado swings and misses. 1-2. Kinnerman, the 1-2. Here it comes. Outside, blocked by Killick. He keeps Repack from going to third base. Count runs even 2-2. Now, Kinnerman checks on Repack. The 2-2 pitch. Inside, ball 3. Delgado got out of the way there. And now the count runs full. So Kinnerman having some trouble with his control here. Just trying to get the Caps out of this inning. The 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball 4. The 4th walk of the inning. And Kinnerman's day could be done. Now he's going to stay out there. And that'll bring up... Oh, no, that'll be it for Kinnerman. Coach Brett Young gives the call to the pen, and we'll be back in just a little bit. Andrew Lusak on to pitch for the Capitals.
Coming up for the
It'll be
Giants,
Ryan Murphy up.
number 23, Ryan Murphy.
Lusak's 7th appearance of the year. Has a 11.7 ERA, and he comes in to face Murphy, and the first pitch to Murphy is down and away for a strike. But Murphy was like, yeah, but he's also 6'7", and he's not going to extend his bat 80 inches. So 0-1 the count. The pitch. He takes strike 2, and Murphy did not like that call. And he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Greg Delgado waiting on deck. The pitch. Breaking ball. Murphy swings and pops it up on the infield. Fremgen ranging over. Killick giving chase. Fremgen will make the catch. And that'll end the inning. 2 runs. 2 runs on no hits. No errors, and 2 men were left. We go to the 7th. Gens 8, Caps 2. Connor Tack is taking the mound here in the top half of the 7th inning. He is the newest addition to the All-Star team. Bryce Mangine potentially will be out with an injury, and Connor Tack is well-deserved. He's coming in today. His 8th appearance. He's a 2.77 ERA. He's thrown 22 and 2/3 innings pitched. He struck out 34 batters, which is, oh no, I lied. That's not 34. He struck out 15 batters and walked 7. Sorry, that was the person above him on my stat sheet. A 2-1 record, 2.77 ERA. He's done very well. And he'll face Brendan Jordan to lead off the 7th. Takis, a big, lanky left-hander. Into the windup. First pitch to Jordan is swung on and missed, 0-1. It'll be Jordan, Fremgen, and Leroy. A 1 pitch is a breaking ball upstairs. Hernandez can't hang on. Count moves to 1-1. Connor Tackis will be a senior East Stroudsburg as Jordan swings through the 1-1 pitch, and he's down on the count 1-2. Bryce Fremgen waiting on deck. He's 0 for 2 with the walk. 1-2 pitch is swung on, sent out to center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Second hit of the day for Brendan Jordan. And he's on board with a leadoff single, and here comes Bryce Fremgen. So the Caps down by 6, and you know, no lead is safe here in the ACBL. We've seen the Caps erase a 7-0 deficit, come back, win 11-7 against the Pilots just a few weeks ago, and I gotta say that's been probably my favorite game of the summer. You can check out that comeback on the YouTube channel. Just scroll down a little bit, you'll find it. As Tackis throws a breaking ball to Fremgen, and that'll be a ball low. 1-0. Fremgen is grounded to short, fly to left. He's also walked. One out of Fremgen. It gets away a little bit from Hernandez, but Jordan stays put. 2-0 on Fremgen. Takis set. Here it comes. Fremgen takes outside 3-0. I think I called it. I think I did say that the Caps were going to start a rally this inning. And we'll see where they come across here. The 3-0 pitch. Fremgen takes right down the middle. Called strike. He's taking all the way. You got to do that when you're down by so many runs. You can't just give away outs at this point. Takis, the 3-1 pitch. Fremgen swings, lines it right at third baseman Jake Sloss. Barely had time to react. Fremgen was about 2 steps out of the batter's box, and there's one away here in the top of the 7th. And not much Bryce Fremgen could do there. He did all he could. Hit that ball maybe 100 miles an hour right at him. And here comes Tyler Leroy. L5. And that's why I like to play the outfield. I never like to play third base. I don't need guys like Bryce Fremgen hitting 100-mile-an-hour rockets right at me. And the first pitch to Tyler Leroy is swung on and missed, 0-1. Takis working quickly. The 0-1. Swung on, ripped down the third baseline. It's over Sloss's head. That's going to be a base hit. Second hit of the inning for the Capitals, and they are cooking. Something stirring here. First and second with 1 out. And it'll be a pinch hitter. That's going to be Tim Petrucelli. He's going to hit for Jake Kimmick. So Kimmick's day is done. He's 0 for 2, or for 3 rather, with a run scored. Petrucelli finding his stroke now in the later half of the season as he takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Takis has his sign from Hernandez as Jordan takes his lead off second base. The 0-1 pitch. Petrucelli fouls it away, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Petrucelli hitting only 100 on the season, 3 for 30. The 0-2 pitch. Down and away, ball 1. Petrucelli able to lay off that one. Capitals trying to come back from 6 runs down. The 1-2. In the dirt, gets away from Hernandez, and Jordan and Leroy are both going to move up 1 spot as both runners are now in scoring position. So the wild pitch gets away from Takis, and it looks like Hernandez might be hobbling just a little bit. So Capitals in business on the wild pitch. Again, Leroy at second, Jordan to third. Petrucelli still tied in the count, 2-2. Even up. Count even up. Justin Killick waiting on deck. Getting to the bottom of the order here. Takis. 2-2 pitch. Petrucelli stays alive, fouls it off. So Petrucelli entered the transfer portal from Morehead State, and we were here at the Pro Day just a few weeks ago, and we were talking with the Penn State Abington coach, and they like Petrucelli. So if they told me to tell him that Abington's a pretty good place to be. The 2-2. Outside gets away from Hernandez, but runners will not move up. And the count runs full. And I did get the chance to talk to him and tell him about it, and I will not deny anybody a Penn State education. Abington, I mean, it's same academics, and he'll have a good time playing baseball there. They're pretty darn good. The 3-2 pitch. Petrucelli hits one to right field, coming in onto this Murphy. He'll get there. Jordan's not going to tag as Murphy's throw goes right to home plate. A strike to Jadir Hernandez. A nice one hopper. And Jordan would have been absolutely gunned down Smart decision to stay put, and there's 2 away here in the 7th. Ryan Murphy had to make his presence known with that throw. So Justin Killick now up. And he's up for the first time after Chris Reeder had the first 3 at-bats around the 7 hole. That's his first pitch to Killick. That's a little bit of an excuse me swing. And Jadir Hernandez having trouble holding on to the ball here in the inning. The 0-1. Killick swings and pops one up on the infield. Arcuri calling for it. He'll make the catch, and that'll end the inning. No runs on 2 hits. No errors, and 2 men were left. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Time to stretch here at Moody Park. Gens lead 8-2. Some defensive changes here in the bottom of the 7th. We'll get to that. We'll get to them as quickly as we can. Number 19, Jared Hernandez will take the place of Mark Papora and hit at the 9 spot. Kenny Tagliarini moves over to shortstop, as Joey Shannon will head over to third base and hit for Gavin Troutman. And he'll face Greg Delgado. So Greg Delgado stands in against Andrew Lusac. First pitch to him is swung on and popped up and fouled out of play to the right side. 1-1 the count. So again, the changes. It'll be Tagliarini at shortstop, Shannon at third, and Hernandez at second. If there's any changes after that, is Delgado fouls one away the left side. He's down in the count 0-2. If there are any more changes after that, I'll let you know as quickly as I can. Oh, 0-2 the count on Delgado. The pitch inside, and that's the third at bat of the night that Delgado's almost gotten nailed by a pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball, swung on, sent out to left field. Kimmich coming on. He makes the catch. Actually, that's Petrucelli out in left. And there's one away here in the 7th inning. So F7 on the putout. Again, Petrucelli out in left.
For the Caps, Ken Tagliarini is now playing short. Coming in the game at third base is number 8, Joe Shannon. Now at second base, number 19.
Here comes Giuseppe Arcuri, Juice, as we so lovingly call him up here. He likes to be called the 5'8" Greek god, as he takes a breaking ball almost up the head. 1-0 the count. It's so interesting. You can see a team with a bunch of characters and a bunch of guys so different and they come together in 6 short weeks and become the best of friends. As the 1-0 pitch to Arcuri gets past Killick. Looks like he might have a hole in his glove. 2-0 the count. 1 out here in the 7th. Arcuri today makes 3-0. He is 0 for 1 with 2 walks today and 2 runs scored. He's also grounded to shortstop. The 3-0 pitch. Arcuri swings and sends one down the right field line, but it's going to be foul. And you know what? That's what we wanted to see from him all year long, just to go the other way. And he finally does it, and he's just a little bit foul. So 3-1 the count. Also, I love the 3-0 swing. Tony La Russa would not be proud. The 3-1. Arcuri, big hack on 3-1. He wanted to send that one to outer space, and he just came up empty. I think I might have felt that breeze from here. 3-2 the count. Lusak set at the belt. The pitch. Arcuri pops one up foul. Out of play to the left side. Jadir Hernandez waiting on deck. Lusak set again. As Arcuri calls time, he might have something in his eye. There's a lefty warming up down the left field line and a righty warming up down the right field line. The 3-2 again. A breaking ball almost hits Arcuri, chucks his bat over his shoulder, and he's aboard his 3rd walk of the day. And that'll put a runner on base with 1 out in the 7th inning. So again, Jadir Hernandez still looking for his first hit of the game. And you may have noticed that the sky's been a little bit hazy today, and that's been told by our resident intellectual, Jeff, the PA guy. He tells us that it's from the wildfires in British Columbia as Jadir Hernandez takes strike 1. And that's crazy that something so far away could affect something here. That's 3,500 miles away in British Columbia, and we're out here in the very East Coast. As the 0-1 pitch to Hernandez is right there. He takes 2 strikes right there. And it even smells like wildfire out here. The window's open here at Moody Park. Arcuri takes his lead, being held on by Fremgen. The 0-2. Breaking ball gets behind Hernandez. Does not hit him. He's okay. 1-2 the count. Somehow Hernandez, time warped his way out of the way. So 1-2 is still on him. Lusak checks on Arcuri. Kicks and comes home as Hernandez takes up high. 2-2 the count. Lusak trying to get out of this inning. The 1-2 swung on, hit deep to left center field. Going back is Petrucelli. He can't make the play. Rounding third, heading for home is Arcuri. He's going to score, and it's a 9-2 lead, and that's the first hit of the year for Jadir Hernandez, and boy, was it a big one. A deep fly ball to left center field, just out of the reach of Tim Petrucelli, and it's a 9-2 Gens lead here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Number 32, third baseman, Jake Sloss.
That'll bring up Jake Sloss. He walked his last time around. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts as well. First pitch to Sloss is blocked by Killick in the dirt, 1-0. Lusak trying to get his work in here. Checks on Hernandez as Sloss swings and fouls it off. 1-1 the count. I'll tell you right now, this is like a random thought. There are not many things I wouldn't do for boneless wings right now. as Sloss swings and grounds one up the middle. Charging his Tagliarini. One fluid motion, flicks his wrist, throws across in time for the second out of the inning. So 6-3 on the putout. And that'll bring up Kenny Lombardo, who walked and scored his first time up.